actually just gonna go to the corner of my room and curl up in a ball and cry. It's time. I am ready to start Magnolia Parks Into the Dark, I believe it is. I am sick of being left out. This is not middle school anymore. I need to be in the loop with what everybody is so obsessed with and talking about, and I'm already partially obsessed with it, so let's get started. I don't know anything about how this series ends. I always just see people crying to it, and I want to be a part of that. So I'm a little scared, but I'm also super excited. I just love this world that Jessa Hastings has created, and I'm ready to dive back in. Here is the collection. These covers are just beautiful, and I could not buy the series without getting these. Actually, did I lie to you? I think we're starting The Long Way Home because I already read the first one and Daisy Haites. So, okay, we gotta look this up. The Long Way Home. So we are starting The Long Way Home. This book is pretty chunky too, so this is gonna take me a hot second, but I don't care. I love it. This is so much fun. I am in my reading corner. It is time to get down to business. A year? A year? Low Island mention. Oh, I forgot who these people are. I was not expecting a full-on real person when I looked her up. Oh, the girl. Okay. It is much later, clearly. I made it to chapter 14. I gotta go to bed. I'm a working woman. So for now, my thoughts are going to be expressed by this meme. I have to go. I can't. I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. I gotta go. I'm gonna go. So yeah, that's all I keep imagining, and that's what's been going through my head. Wow. I just got home from work, and while I was working, I was listening to the audiobook. So right now, I am on chapter 34. I am right here in the book, so not halfway. Yeah, I have thoughts. To put it lightly, I have so many thoughts, I don't even know where to begin. Like, why is this book so entertaining? Magnolia Parks is it's the Magnolia Parks universe. It is a 5-book, for now I believe, series involving like high society in London. It's very Gossip Girl-esque, and it follows, what I'm on is BJ and Magnolia Parks. Obviously, Magnolia Parks. I just had a whole discussion about this with my mom, and it took me like an hour to explain everything that's going on. So basically, they are in a very toxic relationship. I believe the first book, it's been so long since I've read the first book, it starts with them already broken up because he cheated. That's a journey you're gonna have to go on your own, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. Or you may have already gone on it. It is quite the experience, and it is quite entertaining. There's also Daisy Haites, which I'll talk about more later whenever I'm reading that. Right now, I am on the second book. So I've already gone through the whole cheating thing. Now we are in the aftermath of her leaving to New York, and she has come back to London for her dad's wedding. She runs into him, of course, and can't avoid each other, and he has a girlfriend. A girlfriend. How did that happen? I don't even know. Well, I know how that happened. I'm at the point where BJ and Magnolia, they know they want to be together, and us reading it, we know they easily can. Like, they can. It's up to them. They are on the same chapter, but a different page. For me reading, it's like, hello? This book is hitting differently than the last book, for sure. I love that BJ has gone to therapy, he's doing the work, I love that, and he is so much more stable and mature, perhaps? Mature? Would we call it mature? Definitely more mature. In the first book, we lacked the context to really know what was happening, so it was harder to like him. In this book, I'm like, with the context, I'm like, okay, I like you more now. Like in this book, I don't want to chuck a hardcover at his head. So that's a big difference. Tara? Is that how you say it? Tara? I love how she's friends with Magnolia. I just love how they've become friends through that whole situation. I think that is so nice and refreshing, and I love every found family aspect of this book. I'm jealous. I'm a little bitter, but I'm happy for them. And my number one thing is the writing. I am so obsessed with the writing. I've seen people on TikTok before say it's very dysfunctional. I think it is so interesting. Like, the way she writes is so immersive. Like, she takes us into the characters' heads, and like they go on little tangents in their head, just like how real people do. Like, there's this part where Magnolia just like looked at her nails as she was talking to BJ, and then she went on like this little tangent about like how she can't believe that people get those ridiculously long nails and her next nail color. I think that's like what makes this book so long, is that we are constantly seeing such random things in this book. It makes it feel so natural, and the run-on sentences, the metaphors in it are just so casual yet poetic. I swear there's something on every page where I'm like, how do you just come up with that? She was comparing still loving BJ to, I think I actually took a picture of it because I was like, what? I slip into the bathroom, lock the door, and lean against it as a terrible revelation dawns on me. It's like the morning sun when you forget to close the curtain. It's my fault. I should have closed the curtain. I knew the sun was there. I knew the sun would eventually rise again. but I didn't close the curtain, and now this invasive, bright, shimmering light wakens me from the slumber I was using to avoid it. I still love him. She could have just said, man, I realize I still love him and I don't know how to feel about that. Like, that's how I would say it, like if I was writing a book. But her, starting this, I did not know how the relationship would be, how BJ would be. I was thinking that he probably got worse. So I really loved seeing how he genuinely wants to be better. Like, he obviously wants to be better for Magnolia, but he really wants to be better for himself as well. I was so confused with the names. Like, they kept throwing out names and I'm like, what? I do not remember any of these people. Like Jonah, Henry, then there's Jack, and then there's a Jack. And I was like, oh. So I did have to take some time trying to remember these people and creating like a little mental character map. I read so much of it without saying anything because it just happened so fast. I was just in it, and obviously being at work and listening to the audiobook, which I will say, the audiobook is good, but reading the actual physical copy is a whole different experience. Seeing how a sentence stops and like where a new one just randomly begins, it's so good. This book just has me so excited. Like, sometimes when I read a series, I'm like, can I just get through this? But this one, I'm like, I want to read this series and this series only. And I forget why I stopped reading it and like why oh, I remember why I stopped reading it. Yeah, my mental health was like, I stopped reading. So besides that, I'm at this part where Magnolia is, you know, taking charge. She is like, this is how I feel. And we know throughout the book, he's like, oh, I really, you know, I do want to be with Magnolia. And she puts it all out there and he's just like, he gets mad. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Besides that, I'm eating it up. I'm eating it up. I'm really enjoying this. I'm having a grand old time. It is raining like crazy. I have been up since 6:30 a.m. working on schoolwork, and I've just started reading Magnolia Parks again. I'm just gonna say, flat tire, hotel room, single bed. Why are things not going their way?
If 2 + 2 is 4, right? And 5 + 5 is 10, okay. What the fuck is this?
Like, why do they always have to argue? Before, I was like, you know what, BJ? Like, I love how mature you're being. You're gonna be the one to save this. And now I'm sitting here like, BJ, what are you doing? Like, how is Magnolia the one in this book being like, I want to be with you? And now he's all like, I don't. What is happening? Literally like 2 minutes later, I just finished the chapter I was just talking about. Oh. Okay. Okay. I mean, we're getting somewhere. I'm happy about this. I mean, I'm not happy about this because this is like the worst circumstances ever, but that's crazy how fast that just changed. What if I just put down the book now? And that was the ending. Compared to how things have been, I'd be fine with that. But no, with all of this. Reading this book is just a constant cycle of, ugh, what's gonna happen next? Like, something happens and I'm like, yes! Like, they know what they want, like, they can do this. And then something happens and I'm like, how did we get here? I think Miss Jessa Hastings may be the queen of conflict. Her brain must be super chaotic. Let's talk real quick. Julian Haites. Whew, I love him. He's like the typical main male lead in like a classic romance. You know, like the mafia gang leader, and this, having him as the side character, is like, it's so interesting, it's different. And I love the Daisy and Christian crumbs we're getting because I actually really love Daisy Haites. I preferred it over the first Magnolia Parks book. About to go to work, so I'll be listening to the audiobook and I'm excited. I feel like I'll be getting through a lot. Oh my. I'm home from work. I made it to chapter 80. The speed at which things happen in this book is insane. I'm so happy I made it home before the end of the book because this is just too good to not actually read. I'm sitting here like, how is there another book? So much was happening where there were times where it was so shocking where I literally made a face, and while I was there, I like went like this, and then whenever I turned around, like somebody was standing right there, and we had a whole chat about the audiobook I'm listening to, so that was fun. Kind of awkward, but very fun. It is time. I am on the final chapter. I don't really know what could happen. If something crazy happens, you'll be seeing it.
Never been to California.
What? Wow, I was not expecting that. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm gonna need a minute. Oh my gosh. What's gonna happen? Oh my god. Okay. So after sitting with it for a bit, I'm rating it a 5. 5 stars for me is something that makes me excited to read. It's hard because it's not like the perfect book. Like the relationship in it is so messy. But something I do really like about this book is like right as I put it down, I'm thinking about what's going to be happening next. Just this book I was so invested in, and not just because of the relationship, but although that was super entertaining, unfortunately. It's just like typically in a book, it feels like there's the main characters and then the main character's friends and enemies. But in this, it feels like all of the characters are kind of like a main character. Like kind of what I was talking about with Julian. Like I feel like he gives such main character energy. And let me just mention real quick, did anybody else kind of catch a vibe between Bridget and Julian? Like that's all I'm gonna say on that. Still have 2 other books to read, so I'm gonna shut up. Oh, that was messy. I loved it. I loved it. Hi guys, quite the time jump. It is much later, it's 10:30 right now. I've been working on schoolwork, but now I'm gonna start Daisy Haites The Great Undoing. I'll update you before I fall asleep, I guess. Run straight into it. I'm so excited to see what Daisy is up to. I love that diva. It is currently 1:30. I have made it to chapter 13. I wasn't expecting so much of Julian, but I mean, it's good to have the other point of view during the time with Magnolia, but I'm kind of past that now. I'm like, okay, let's just focus on Daisy. Not much to say right now. I need more of Julian and Daisy. I need more interactions, but I am gonna call it for the night because I do need sleep. I've heard that's pretty important. Do I look crazy with the glasses? I don't actually need glasses. I just got them to look like an intellectual. Look very smart, like very classy. I used to really want glasses. I am unfortunately a poser. Hello everybody. I have had quite the busy morning and afternoon. I've been doing schoolwork literally non-stop, so now I'm gonna treat myself and go outside and do a bit of reading. I'm currently on chapter 15, so not much to update on. I'm just so excited. That's my clubbing.
Never been to California.
I just came back inside because I had to say real quick something I did not notice, and I don't even realize if this was in the last book. On some pages, like you know when you read and you can go to the bottom of the page to see like the meaning of a word or something, so Jessa Hastings does that for like a sentence or a word. So like here for example, she goes, "The dinner, however, for better or for worse, went very well. Tiller liked my brother." And then there's like the little number 112. And at the bottom of the page, if you go to 112, it says much to his dismay. That's so cool. I love that. That's so different. I just love her writing so much. See, like that makes it feel like it's almost interactive, you know? And it's so much more engaging that way. Jessa Hastings is just so creative. I'm excited to like give more thoughts as I get further in, but right now that's all I have to say. That's such a cool detail. It's currently about 11 p.m. and I am on chapter 29 of Daisy Haites The Great Undoing. And I just wanted to talk about it for a second because I feel like I haven't said much, because I feel like not a lot has necessarily happened. Like relationship wise, it's been like little crumbs. Like it's not been giving me enough. But I'm on page 160, so it's fine. I mean, like, it's been enough to keep me entertained for sure. I do just want to say that I love Daisy. Just, she is so different from Magnolia. Whenever I read Magnolia Parks, I'm like, I like Magnolia, but then whenever I read this, I just get such a different perspective of her, and I'm like, she's very stuck up. Which, I mean, that is her character. Meanwhile, Daisy is such like a loyal, relatable, fun character, and she's so real. I love her. And her with her baking. And something I didn't expect was seeing her relationship with Magnolia grow. And we're seeing like a much more empathetic side of Magnolia. I love the complexities of these characters. And I love that I'm not seeing a whole lot of Christian and his little fling. That is such a refreshing feeling compared to the last book. Just the things Daisy says are so different from Magnolia. Like Magnolia is very posh, and then Daisy is, "I feel so stupid and embarrassed I fell in front of her grace, the Lord High Empress of Decorum, and maybe Blighty herself, so I nod quickly trying to get up so no one can see my face flushing." She just has such a fun personality. And in case you didn't know, because before I had no idea, like I thought all 5 books were about Magnolia when I first like heard about the series, but Daisy is like a completely separate character. Like I don't even know why Jessa Hastings chose to write about Daisy, because she's like not even in the friend group. So I love that she wrote about someone just completely different, where it's not too much crossover where it's boring, but it's just enough where we're like, ooh, this is like a behind the scenes moment. But Daisy Haites is Julian's little sister, and Julian is like a gang lord and has a little relationship with Magnolia, and Daisy is his little sister, and she forms a relationship with Christian, who was obsessed with Magnolia. Everything really does revolve around Magnolia. The hype may be worth it for these books. Like, I think about these characters. I go to sleep thinking about them. I had a dream about Daisy last night. A dream. Am I gonna finish this entire series in less than a week? I think so. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Not for me. I'm gonna keep reading. But good night. Closing your eyes. Poor Julian. Oh. Poor Julian. Oh.
Stupid. No, you shouldn't say that about yourself, Queen. Dang.
We are on the final chapter, everybody. Daisy is nothing if not resilient. One of those days where I just have to sit on the floor to process my life. And it's not even my life I'm processing. I'm going with a 4.75 stars. I just love so much about the book. The only thing was, I already knew what was gonna happen since I read the previous book. This book is the exact same timeline, just a different perspective. So since it was so predictable, it was a little less shocking. And I do love, you know, the shock factor of the Magnolia Parks series because it is very chaotic. So since we already knew how one of the relationships was gonna go, the other one being Daisy and Christian, of course, was very simple. It was very easy, very mature compared to Magnolia and BJ. I am just being nitpicky here. 4.75 is like amazing, but that was just like one little thing that I thought I would note. It's either 4.75 or 5 because I feel like maybe I'm being a little too petty with that. We're going with 5 stars. Never mind. Easier book. Not easy because it was like I did cry twice. So not easy, but not like exhausting. But then other than like the male-female relationship, I loved seeing Magnolia and Daisy's friendship like blossom. I just love seeing friends like defend each other and stand up for each other. I really loved seeing how just because you think you know somebody doesn't mean you do. When we're reading from Magnolia's perspective, it's just so different. It's like, it's a you moment, you know? Like the TV show where it's whatever perspective it's in, it changes how you see the story. And based off of the last book, I knew how one of the relationships was going to end, of course. But man, seeing it from the other perspective was just like, it was heart-wrenching. I did cry. And it really just reminded me that for every winner, there's a loser in this situation. And it's just so sad because it's not that one is better than the other. It's just that you can't control how you feel about somebody. Like if that is the person, then that's the person. I could talk about this book for hours. And that's pretty telling. And now we are going to start Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. I cannot believe I'm not getting tired of this series at all. Like, I don't want to read anything else. Like, I am so excited to get into this book. Reading slump, non-existent. I am on chapter 8 currently of Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. This thing is long. This is 707 pages or something. And I'm just genuinely so terrified to read it because right now I'm in a spot where I'm like, things could either get better or they could get worse. And the fact that it is 707 pages tells me that it's going to get worse. I thought based off of the way the last book ended, this book was going to start and it's be like, oh, okay, everything's okay, like, yay. The optimist in me is dying. Party on you, party on you, party on you. This part is so serious, but just the way Magnolia talks, it makes it so funny. She's very aloof, and I really do love that about her. Oh my gosh, she's just so out of touch. It's great. Say what you want about Magnolia, but she is a good friend, and she is loyal. Oh no 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 no. I need Magnolia Parks merch. I need a Magnolia Parks merch immediately. BJ's mom is everything. Everything. She's everything to me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. I'm at the end of chapter 65. This book is amazing. I have that much of it left. Oh my. The character development in this book, the therapy. It is so sad, but in my opinion, what happened at the end of the last book really just like made their relationship stronger. Like when I first started the Magnolia Park series and at the beginning they're like, oh, when we were younger, you know, like we were so in love. Like part of me did not believe them. I was like, are you guys sure? Like, I don't know if I believe that you guys were as healthy as you say you were. But this book, I cannot believe I love this series as much as I do. Honestly, people saying it's life-changing. I agree. I dream about these characters. I think about them. Like, I'll be doing something random and be like, wow, I wonder what Magnolia would say about that. Like, I wonder what little funny comment she'll add to this. Ugh. You would have no idea that I have not touched this book, but I have not touched this book, and there's a very good reason for that. I know it's not because I'm not loving it. It's the complete opposite. It is that I am loving this book so much that I do not want it to be over, because I know once this book is over, I don't even know when the next one is coming out. So we got that much left, and today is the day. One of the things I absolutely adore about this book is that yes, they are like these beautiful, gorgeous people, but that is not all they are, and that is not the only reason they like each other. It's not like, oh, I love the way you look, like you are the one for me. It is like, I love you. Like, I love everything about you. I love how I feel around you. I love you. And I love that because there's nothing worse than reading a book where it's just purely physical. I want to read quotes from this book so bad, but it's like, there's so many of them. I'll try to give some because how can I not? If I was annotating this book, I would be highlighting and writing notes down for everything. It's just, everything in here is put so eloquently, and I was about to start talking to my cat. I did take a few photos. She's the only home I've ever been interested in having. Her body is the walls, heart's the ceiling. I'll live here forever. Wish I could tell you all the ways that I tell you I love you without telling you that I love you, but I don't know what they are. She kind of sighs and I look for her eyes, because I think at this point all of me is a big effing ode to just loving you. A love like ours? Are you joking? I give her the magic smile. We're what the poems are about. Give her a little poke in the ribs. They'll write TV shows about how much I love you. And isn't this being turned into a TV show? Or am I just like extremely susceptible to the TikTok stuff that goes on and that is a complete lie? Because yes, BJ, yes, you are exactly what TV shows and books and everything is about. And I don't know why I'm pretending like this person actually exists. Like, I'm like, oh my god, wait, you're right. Like, how'd you know a book was gonna be written about you? Right. What do I have to show for this life? Her. It's her. Loving her. Everyone has markers for their life, ways they remember certain things and times, stakes in the ground. She's mine. My whole life, all dotted with and by things I remember about her. She's how I framed the world. I am just loving this. Okay. You know what? Magnolia reminds me of my cat, like exactly. Paris, you're exactly like Magnolia. I think that's why I like Magnolia. Oh, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Like, she needs the spotlight. Yes, okay. So I like to look up like what outfit Magnolia is wearing because she always says the outfits of what she's wearing, what her friends are wearing, and I just looked up one of the items and it's the ivory ribbed cashmere socks from The Row. She is wearing socks that cost $220. That is insane. This diva. And I say that in an endearing way. I'm just gonna pretend like BJ is not wearing those. Yeah. We're gonna ignore that. Magnolia is the drama, she is the comedic relief, she is sometimes the problem, she is the one who is absolutely going through it, and I love her. I do. I have grown to love her. Her and Daisy may be equal for me now. From book 1 to here, I am a different person. BJ is a different person, which has made me a different person. I would have never thought that he was this amazing based off of book 1. Getting through book 1, I was like, I know people love this and I gotta stick with it because I trust the book girlies. I trust them. And I was right to trust them. Why am I getting emotional? Like, I already knew I was emotional, but this is beautiful. Page 670 to 671. Oh my gosh, I love whenever they say like the title of the book in the thing. So The Long Way Home, like they throw that in. That's like, oh, it ties it all together. 3 chapters left. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Last chapter, and I know exactly where this is going. It's over. Okay. Like, this cannot be the last book, right? Magnolia and BJ's story is over. It is complete. I am a satisfied girl. I am 5 stars. Series is 5 stars. Like, if I knew what I know now, I would give the first book a 5 star, the second book I think I give a 5 star, but the entire series 5 star. Would read again. I may have to do a reread at some point in the future where hopefully I forgot everything that happened so I can experience reading it again. Jessa Hastings, I love you. I need to meet you. When I have a baby, I need you to hold it and kiss it on its head. I officially have read all 5 books of the Magnolia Parks universe. You got all of my thoughts and reactions after reading each page, each book, each chapter, my final end thoughts after a day of pondering. You know how sometimes you read a book or a series and you finish it and you close the last page and you're like, okay, that was really good, I love that, okay, what's next? I cannot relate to that at all because all I am thinking about is, no, I am not ready to move on. I need more of this. BJ and Magnolia may be done with me. I am not done with them though. I just need to see more of their lives. Like, the character development in this entire series was major. Who they were in the first book is so different from who they were in the last book, which I love because that's how life kind of goes, you know? Like, I am not who I was 5 years ago, so I feel like it made it way more relatable and honest. And I've said it a million times and I'll say it again, Jessa Hastings has such a beautiful and unique way with words, and how she explained difficult topics was so meaningful, and the change of perspective both like the characters had and we had as readers was so different and isn't always easily done, because I know sometimes when I read a book, I can't get past something a character did. It's always in the back of my mind and I just can't see them the same. But with these characters, I grew to love them and relate to them, and they're also so simultaneously unrelatable, which really just shows how well Jessa Hastings is able to write. I had an absolute blast reading this, which I would have not believed before reading this because I am not for the cheating trope, but no, this is just a series that will become a new personality trait for me. It was just done so right and perfectly, and it's something that you just have to read for yourself and experience to really grasp what I'm saying. I genuinely don't know what to read next, so if you have any suggestions for me, please let me know, because I'm about to be in— actually, I already am in the biggest book hangover. I'm so excited for the next Daisy book because things we learned in this book were just unexpected. We have been on quite the journey the last week and a half, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
Settling down, so I lay here watch